Hello, this is Amake Ababrise, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 edition of the Accra Indie Film Festival. After last year's virtual edition, it is such a pleasure to be here in person for another action-packed and momentous film festival. We have submissions from all over the world, and the theme for this year is independent and daring. So to all the filmmakers and to your amazing projects which you're going to be witnessing over the next few days, I just want to congratulate each and every one of you for not only choosing to be independent in your projects, in your outlooks, in your art and in your magic of film, but to be daring in the stories and the art you're choosing to tell. Welcome. I humbly hope you enjoy this year's edition, and let's get started.
I'm in a community of familiar faces, and yet nobody can recognize me. So I'm on a journey to where I don't know. I'm so my baby, in days I grow. Oh mama kwabo, yeah, oh mama kwabo. One day me hine, yeah, oh mama kwabo. Africa, Ghana, we welcome you home. Accra Indie Filmfest, we welcome you home. Africa, Ghana, we welcome you home. Accra Indie Filmfest, we welcome you home. Urban is in Nicha, Urban is in Nia, Urban and Agroya, Charlie, we got them all. Kwabo, Akwabo, Akwabo, Akwabo. Akwabo, oh mama akwabo, oh mama akwabo, oh mama akwabo, oh mama akwabate.
And that was Kofi Bruce, an alternate high life artist right here in Ghana. Now, it will interest you to know that Kofi Bruce actually far back at 2013 was behind the scenes doing his thing until 2017. He decided to take up the mic and do it for himself. Ever since, it has been magic after magic after magic. And you saw that for yourself. Thank you very much, Kofi Bruce. And on that note, I officially welcome you all from any parts of the world to the most anticipated film festival in the world, the Accra Indie Film Fest. All of us celebrating incredible short films by independent filmmakers. It's been 3 years. Actually, this is the 3rd edition, and we are not stopping anytime soon. My name is Eugene Evans. You can also call me Eugene Speaks, and I am your host for today. And I can promise you from today, 20th to 24th of July, is going to be magic after magic, and you don't want to miss out on that. But for starters, I think it's a good time, to take some official address from a representative of our board directors right here at Accra Indie Film Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on stage Miss Odolina Rosenov.
The Accra Indie Film Fest started with a small yet important dream, which was to provide support for independent filmmakers in Ghana, West Africa, and beyond. We felt that independents who produced short films were often overlooked and not given a rock-solid representation in this country. Those situated here in Accra, Ghana, we, through the festival, also wanted to embrace the community of independent filmmakers the world over. And we wanted to transcend physical borders and unite with other filmmakers through the passion for short filmmaking. The maiden edition of the Accra Indie Film Fest took place in Accra in 2019. For this maiden edition of AiF, we received over 1,000 submissions from Africa, the Americas, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Our very first screenings were held at very modest locations provided by our well-wishers and supporters of our vision. We, our team, were very excited and we were very hopeful. We worked really hard and we had expectations which were modest, but we were pleasantly surprised when we looked at the numbers of people who came for, who flooded the screening venues to see our films and also to have industry discussions. And we had visitors from countries such as Nigeria and even Sweden for our first maiden edition. Spurred on by the modest success of AIF's maiden edition in 2019, we planned for 2020. And in 2020, we were hit by the unprecedented event, which is the COVID-19 pandemic that swept the globe. So when the pandemic swept the globe, we experienced fear, we experienced apprehension like many others, but we thought about it and still decided to move the festival online for 2020. And I'll admit it was really challenging and it required a completely different way of doing things, a completely different way of thinking. But I'm proud to say that the virtual edition 2020 of AIF was really a great success. We had over 1,000 films submitted from many filmmakers from across the globe, and we ended up with 50 films selected. We were able to, in this virtual access edition, to network and have important industry conversations. We embraced the challenge and we embraced the limitation imposed on us by the pandemic, and we actually made it work. At AIF, we want to celebrate short film. Short film is a really broad term. So when we say short film, we mean anything which is 40 minutes and less. So it can be 30 minutes, 10 minutes, and I've seen even less than 2 minutes. And this is reflected, or this brevity in length is reflected in most of our categories. For example, short film, well, we have documentary, but music videos and digital stories. So often when people talk about short films, they usually talk about it in the context of short films that are produced by students, short films that are produced by new or struggling filmmakers. Short films are often said don't make much money, and if it's worth making short film, it's simply worth making short film as a stepping stone to full feature filmmaking. And I would say that to a large extent, this may be true. However, short film is also an art form in itself. And its brevity or its limitation in terms of duration actually presents some very, very specific challenges to the filmmaker. For example, in showing character, in developing plot. It is important also to bring to one's attention that the viewers of short films have very high expectations when they watch a short film. Same expectations as they would have when watching a feature film. So they expect to be immersed in a new world or a different world. They expect to have a good story. And at the same time, by the time they get to the end of the film, they expect to have a deeper understanding of the world around them. So making great short films is an art and a craft, and it's tough making short films. And we at the Accra Indie Filmfest want to celebrate short film and the independent filmmakers who produce them. Our theme for this edition, AiF 2021, is independence and daring. Our theme takes on a new meaning in the context of the pandemic. And what I mean by that is it really takes independence and daring to produce short films now. We are grateful for all the filmmakers who submitted films. you are important to us. There are 500 films that were submitted from countries such as the UK, France, USA, Canada, Germany, Russia, Poland, Turkey, Japan, Lebanon, South Africa, Uganda, Nigeria, Namibia, and Ghana. We are excited for the films that got selected, and we can't wait to share them with you. And to the larger community of independent filmmakers producing short films the world over, we say welcome to AiF 2021. You are the reason that AiF exists. Thank you.
got God on my side. I no get worries tonight. If I bed, then I bed. I wake up strong on my grind. If I blow, it's alright. If I don't, I still ride. Where I'm from, we a bride. I no get worries, I day alright. I day alright. Yeah, I day alright. Drama song in me be, I me hey. Drama song can nile. Drama song in me be, I me hey. Drama song can nile. Peace of mind is my desire. Everything else is sideline. As long as I got my life, I've been blessed with more than diamonds. See, my G has got his pain, but he don't give up. I've crawled, I've worked out, run out, fly, desire. Keep my mind on childhood memories that make me smile. I got fantasies to turn into reality. See, my G has got his pain, but he don't give up. I've grown, I've walked out, run out, fly, desire. I got God on my side. I don't get worries tonight. If I bed, then I bed. Wake up strong on my grind. If I blow, it's alright. If I don't, I still ride. Where I'm from, we a bride. I no get worries, I day alright. I day alright. Yeah. I day alright. I day alright. I no get no worries, yeah, I day alright. I day alright. No worries, I day alright. No worries. I day. Show my son in me be, and me hey. Draw my song can kneel. Draw my son in me be, and me hey. Draw my song can kneel. I got God on my side. I no get worries tonight. If I bed, then I bed. I wake up strong on my grind. If I blow, it's alright. If I don't, I still ride. Where I'm from, we a bride. I no get worries, I day alright. No, will I? Where the bed's always warm. Where my best friends are from. Where the food's familiar. I could go many years, but I'll be back. Tell the tales of what I've done, of who I lost and who I've loved. How I've missed Lumumba. I've been many places, but there's nowhere like home. Where the bed's always warm. Where my best friends are from. Where the food's familiar. I could go many years, but I'll be back. Yeah. Tell the tales of what I've done, of who I lost and who I've loved. How I've missed Lumumba. Himboche, Himboya, Himbochon, Minona. We jamming on the west side. One more time for Lumumba. Himboche, Himboya, Himbochon, Minona. Yeah, we jamming. One more time for Lumumba. Himboya, Bashamaile, Maile, Bashamaile, Maile, Bashamaile, Maile. Himboya, Maile, bo, Maile, bo, Maile, bo. Himboya, Maile, bo, Maile, bo. Himboche, Himboya, Himbochon, Minona. Yo, we jamming on the west side. One more time for Lumumba. Himboje, Himboya, Himbochon, Minona. Yo, we jamming on the west side. One more time for Lumumba. Yeah, where beds are we from? Where my fast friends are from? Where the food from India? I could go many years, but I'll be back. Tell the tales of what I've done, of who I lost and who I've loved, how I've missed Lumumba. Boy, Bashamaile, Maile, Bo, Bashamaile, Maile, Bo, Bashamaile, Maile, Bo. Boy, Maile, Maile, Bo, Maile, Maile, Bo, Maile, Maile, Boy, Maile, Maile, Bo, Bashamaile, Maile, Bo, Bashamaile, Maile. Himboche, Himboya, Himbochon, Minona. Yeah, we jamming on the west side. One more time for Lumumba. Himboche, Himboya, Himbochon, Minona. Yeah, we jamming, yeah, we jamming. One more time for Lumumba. Hey, Himboya, we jamming on the west side. One more time for Lumumba.
What a voice, Baba G. Well, that was something that was very solid, and I won't be surprised if in the next time to come I see her on bigger stages. Thank you so much, Baba J. Let's take another performance from a Ghanaian Nigerian creative who can best be described as a storyteller. Now, this rapper who doubles as a guitarist is known for his lyrical dexterity. Call him the multi-talented, but he prefers to be called or stick to the phrase low-budget Jacob Banks. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Obri Tete. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Preacher man, preacher man, preacher man, don't you dare to preach on man. Preacher man, preacher man. Preacher man, don't you preach to me the same-ish about your faithless faith. Damn you, preacher man. Preacher man, don't you preach to me about the same-ish about your godless God. Damn you, preacher man. Well, I don't want to know about your religion or your doubts. All I'm trying to know is there a God above your clouds? Is it a he or is it a she? Does it have faith? Who and what does it believe? Don't try to cage my thoughts under a cloud of blasphemy. For what it rains best is why I get to spill my thoughts. And how come he was able to change his mind about my race? Will it mean that heaven could do with more slaves? Preacher man, don't you preach to me about the same-ish, about your faithless faith. Damn you, preacher man. Preacher man, don't you preach to me about the same-ish, about your godless God. Damn you, preacher man. Well, I don't want to know about your religion or your doubts. All I'm trying to know is there a God above your clouds? Is he a he or is it a she? Does it have faith? Who and what does it believe? Don't try to cage my thoughts under a cloud of blasphemy. For what it rains best is why I get to spill my thoughts. And how come he was able to change his mind about my race? Will it mean that I'm not saying that God changed, I'm not saying that love changed. But preacher man, goddamn you, I'm not saying the sins change, I'm not saying his wages change. But preacher man, goddamn you changed. I only sing of a song that you know, that I know, changed by the preacher man. I only sing of a song that we know, that God wrote, changed by the preacher man, 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 change. See, I'm not saying that God changed, I'm not saying that love changed. A preacher man, goddamn you changed. Never lose yourself in a riddle. Not every answer is meant to made for you. War is for the rich, always stuck in the middle. Rich make poor decisions, whilst the poor make the most of a youth. Hell don't exist in an empty space, for hell is way too busy to be feeding on webs. If all our acts became a final wage, then I got paid nothing for being my best. Say hell is for the rich, since they can pay for their sins. Hell is for the rich, pay attention they never did. Hell is for the rich, since they can pay for their sins. Instead of losing hope, wanna lose your sleep, 'cause your dreams are stuck in your mind, trying to find his way home. You are a slave, not because you were bought. You are a slave because you sold yourself. The bread that you are fed today will be taxed in your wage when you get to hell. The bread that you are fed today will be taxed in your wage when you get to hell. Say hell is for the rich, since they can pay for their sins. Hell is for the rich, pay attention they never did. Hell is for the rich, since they can pay for their sins. Instead of losing hope, wanna lose your sleep, 'cause your dreams are stuck in your mind, trying to find his way home. You are a slave, not because you were bought. You are a slave because you sold yourself. The bread that you are fed today will be taxed in your wage when you get to hell. The bread that you are fed today will be taxed in your wage when you get to hell. Say hell is for the rich, since they can pay for their sins. Hell is for the rich, pay attention they never did. Hell is for the rich, since they can pay their sins.
That was on point, vocally on point, lyrically on point. So now, next on is the introduction of the selected filmmakers and, of course, the films that they have made or presented. Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, help me welcome on stage a rep. Of course, for obvious reasons, we can't have everyone here, but we have a rep. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Yakubu.
A very good evening to everyone. I received an invitation from the organizers of the Accra Indie Film Festival to be part of the opening ceremony as a representative of the independent filmmakers who has their work selected officially for this year festival. My name is Ibrahim Yakubu, and I am a Ghanaian young filmmaker. First of all, I would like to say a very big thank you to the organizers for this festival and then the opportunity given to some of us. It is their collective efforts that has given some of us the kind of recognition, support, and appreciation. Growing up with my 90-plus-year-old grandmother, I did understand certain principles of life. I did understand the challenges life comes with, and particularly challenges towards women. This has been a strong motivation in my life towards my filmmaking career, and I've always dedicated my filmmaking towards women. Friends, people that are so concerned about my career always ask that, are you sure about this kind of movies, this kind of stories that you write about? Do you think it will make some money? Do you think they are commercialized enough? But I always say that there are a lot of meanings and things that motivate me to write or make films. However, Accra Indie Film Festival has given us the opportunity to showcase some of our works, and we are really, really grateful to them. To my colleagues, filmmakers, and all audience of this particular festival all over the world, I welcome you all to Ghana. I know you are going to enjoy this year's edition because the movies that are coming together with my film and other filmmakers, it's going to be a very wonderful journey. Thank you all for coming. Akwaba. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim Yakubu, of course, repping for every other filmmaker who was selected for this year's edition of Accra Indie Filmfest. And I can't wait to actually have a feel of the movie and see how everything plays out. But you can also do so, like I said early on, in the comfort of your home. So all you need to do is to get on our website, www.accraindiefilmfest.org. And all you need to do is to make payments of 30 Ghana cedis, of course, for people down here in Ghana. Of course, to our international audience, just $5. You can sit anywhere in the comfort of your homes and cars, log on to the website and enjoy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some official unveiling to do. I would like to call upon the Executive Director of Accra Indie Film Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Evan Egan.
Good evening once again. I'm super excited to be here to present this special package that we put together for all our filmmakers. It's always exciting to have filmmakers all across the world submit their films to be part of the festival. And to do that, I will invite Ibrahim, who is representing all the filmmakers who were unable to join us due to one or two reasons, and also the rep for the board of jury who, selected your films. Tony, to join us, unveil this special package that we have here. And so all the films that we've selected are all representing on this frame. Let's go!
Now let's move on to our very last performance for the night. Now, this young man considers himself an artist with multi-soulful genres at the brim of his DNA. offering introspective blend of the organic, what he calls Afro Indie folk acoustics with poetic monologue. The very first time I heard and saw this young man perform, my jaw dropped. I bet your jaw would drop. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tommy. Wow.
If I fall, wanna rise again in the morning sun. Free the rays, let it burn upon my lover's face. Let her know that space, such a dangerous place. As I raise, let my knees hit my chest. Treat me like a baby. This wind from his mother's two saggy breasts. On some days, I climb up the hills like a bird and build my nest, knowing anytime I could free fall, knowing there's no safety nets. Gravity pulls us down. Gravity pulls us down. Gravity pulls us down. But it won't pull me to the ground. I am king of it. She's queen of sea. She struck me down when I kissed her ring. Yeah. She said, boy, there's more to life than what you see. We can use the rain and we'll pack the Red Sea. So baby, come there, follow me, go to the place where we'll see the moon and we'll feel the weight of the earth and the sun in the morning gonna be there. Gravity pulls us down, gravity pulls us down, gravity pulls us down, but it won't pull me to the ground. On this night I kill my fear in a roller coaster, then rose back to earth cause the dream was over. Next time when I'm falling I'll be bolder. Next time when I'm falling I'll be lighter, cause gravity pulls us down, and gravity pulls us down, and gravity pulls us down, but it won't pull me to the ground. That's Gravity. And yeah, I wrote the song for film actually, and it was a film story, and then it became what it became. The next song I'm going to sing is called Riverbank, and yeah, enjoy. Hey, what you waiting for? When I see clearly that we could be much more. We don't really need to fly away, we don't really need to go to the subway. I'll send my boat to make a sail to the port where I am. It will be day at dawn. Yes, I'll be waiting for you, and I'll cross the other side. by the riverbank. And if you'd feel the same way I feel about you, I'll always writing letters, putting in a bottle, and up it gets to you. We will set sail on the rainbows and travel pink from Lou. What good are these memories if I don't write you a song, yeah? What good are these memories if I don't write you a song? 'Cause I'll be waiting for you and I cross the other side by the riverbank. 'Cause I'll be waiting for you and across the other side by the riverbank. So baby, just come to me, come to me, come to me. So baby, just come to me, yeah. Come to me, 'cause I'll be waiting for you and I cross the other side by the river, by the river, by the riverbank. Thank you so much.
So that's just about it for day one of Accra Indie Film Fest. It's been an amazing day, if you ask me. But don't forget that the film screening is still running on our website, www.accraindiefilmfest.org. Get on there, watch the movie, and don't forget that we will award, movies or films with the highest ratings. So once you watch, then you rate. Now we move on to we have subsequent days coming in. It's happening, like I said, from today, 20th of July to 24th of July. We have industry conversations, exhibitions. We have open air cinema experience, I beg your pardon, and many, many more. And of course, the awards ceremony. Don't miss it. I want to say a very big thank you to our media partner, MX24, and of course our supporters, INQ Space, CJ Multimedia, Wise Promotions, Casting Africa, GHMovieFreaks.com, MK Studios, and Nancy Entertainment, The Prince, Dreamcube Studio, The Car Radio Show, and of course Picture Magic. I have been your host for the day. My name is Eugene Evers, and I can't wait for many more magic to create with Accra Indie Film Fest. I'm out of here.